This is my UME 1.2 tonne excavator, and it's got a leaky drive motor. There. Looks like it needs fixing. Let's fix it. Well, first thing we've got to do, try and get this track off. Let's start here. We've got to loosen that lock nut and then release the thread for the idler pulley or the idler wheel at the front. This one's not hydraulic, so just unscrew, screw, 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 or something. Right, I don't know if you can see that. Right. Oh, well, that came off easy. Awesome. Right. Now, which way is this going to go? I've got to pull the idler inwards this way, which is that way, I think. Yes. No, that's not going in anymore. Now apparently that's got to come off with this. Well, let's gently tap it off. Got a bigger hammer. That. Yeah. All right, she's off. She's had a bath, and I've just had a go at pulling out the old seal, and it's pretty brittle, pretty hard. Now these are the components: the seal, dust seal, and a spacer that I ordered from UME. Now I did have a pretty good go at trying to find these parts online. Now the drive motors are made by Eaton, but it's Eaton in China, not Eaton in the US. So apparently they're a little bit different. So there's no part number that came with these. I ordered them straight from UME for this machine. So I'm going to keep trying to get this sucker out. Nice work. All right, so it comes out that way, which means that goes in that way. Ah. Alright, before we reassemble, we've got to give this a bit of a clean. We've got a Scotch-Brite scourer. Let's see how we go with this. I had a go with the scouring pad, but it wasn't much chop, so going over with a bit of fine grit paper. I'm staying away from the actual contact surface, but I've got to get rid of this rough stuff just to get the seal home without damaging it. Get it nice and smooth. I think that's pretty good. Bit of cardboard there, because you don't want to get grit in your guts. Grits in your guts. Bits in the guts. Now there's no gasket on this mating surface, but there is an O-ring. Now I've left that O-ring alone, only because I don't have another one. It didn't come in the kit. But it's still sits proud. So let's go for a test fit. Just make sure. Just tap it in. Yeah. Looks good. The initial torque settings, 6 Newton meters in sequence. Final torque setting is 34 Newton meters. No wonder that was so hard to get out. Look at it. And it won't go back in. I'll have to give that a bit of a touch up. Can do this time. Giddy up. Right, while we're here, how do these feel? Well, they're pretty good. Oh, they feel nice and smooth and tight still. Smooth and tight. Oh, the idler doesn't have any plate. Oh, it's got a little side-to-side plate. That's okay. Or is it? Oh no, just that play, it's just in the channel where it slides in and out. Yeah, yeah, that's all right. Oh shit, I did it. Phew. Now I don't know exactly how tight to do this. A couple of times the tracks have not come off, but come out of their track, and I've just had to kind of muck around to get it back on, and the tension has to be not too tight but not too loose. So let me know exactly what is too tight or too loose. Is it just bringing the track up to touch the idlers, or does it just get a bit, that'll do. I think that'll do. Final check of the oil. That's okay. And there's no sign of any oil coming out. I call that fixed. Thanks for watching.